Assalamu alaikum. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla. Oh Allah, there is no ease except what you have made easy. Sahil lana hadha dars. Make easy for us this lesson. Assalamu alaikum, marhaban bikum. You all are welcome back to Abu Jandal. And in our last episode, we discussed a very important topic, and that was how to do Idofa. What is Idofa? Possession for words which are coming in the مثنى, the dual form, and also words which are coming in the جمع or المذكر السالم, the sound masculine plural. Let me break this down for you because today I have a lot of examples for you from this book. I'm sure you are going to learn a lot from this lesson. Before we move on into anything, if you have not subscribed, hit on the subscription button to be part of this family. Now when you look at the board, I told you that the word on the board now is a single word, which is bintun, which means a girl or daughter. Bintun, daughter. If I want to say daughter of Hamid, how do I say it? I simply say bintu Hamidin, which means Hamid's daughter. The difference between the first bintu, bintun, and bintu here is that the second bintu, when we need to possess it, what do? We removed one dhamma, making it to carry just one vowel. That's why we have bintu Hamidin, Hamid's daughter. Originally, the word bintun will carry dhammatan, double dhamma, having bintun. But when we want to possess it, when we want to attach it with idafa, it becomes bintu hamidin. This, you also find it in all other words that you know. Now, what is the dual form of the word bintun? Knowing that the Arabic language provides a position for dual, for two. So the word bintun, to form it into two, you will simply have bintani, which means two daughters or two girls. Since you know that possessing the first bintun demanded that one dhamma should be removed, then possessing the second word bintani, two daughters, when we want to say the two daughters of Hamid, how do we say it? We are also going to remove the nun sound there, which will now make it to remain binta. So here we are going to be having binta Hamidin, Hamid's two daughters. From here you will now know that it will be wrong for you to say bintani Hamidin. That is wrong. So what you will have is binta Hamidin. Now to also attach this to the pronouns, like if I want to say my two daughters, my daughter, I will simply say binti, but my two daughters, I will say bintaya, bintaya. That is my two daughters. So if I want to say your two daughters, I will say bintaka, bintaka, not bintani again, bintaka. But if it was just one bintun, it will be bintuka. Their daughter, it will be bintahum, their daughter. MashaAllah. This, any other word which have the singular and the dual form can also be formed in this manner. Like when you have two pens, it will be qalamani. My two pens, it will be qalamayya. MashaAllah. Two books, it will be kitabani. My two books, kitabayya. Or kitabaka, your two books. All you need to do is to remove the nun. Now we are also going to be talking about the jam'ul Mudhakkar Salim, that is the sound masculine plural. We know that we have two different types of plurals. Now we want to be specific about the sound masculine plural. What are sound masculine plural? Sound masculine plurals are plurals in the Arabic language which end with wa and nun. The original word is not scattered nor dissipated, like the word muslimun, which means a single Muslim. For the sound masculine plural, it will be muslimuna, that is Muslims. Do you understand? Now let's take an example with the word mudarrisun, as we have done previously. Mudarrisun, a single teacher. I will say mudarrisu Hamidin, Hamid's teacher. But if there are two, it will be mudarrisani, that is two teachers. Now, Hamid's two teachers will be mudarrisa. Can you see? Because we need to remove the nun sign, it will be mudarrisa Hamidin, Hamid's two teachers. If there are many where we're going to be having mudarrisuna, the nun sound must also be removed. So you now have mudarrisu hamidin, hamids to teachers. This we have discussed previously, and the link was placed for you to watch it and understand. Today, all we need to do is to look into our book, and we shall see a lot of example sentences and phrases from which we can understand this topic better and also be able to use it just the way they are being used in this book. And this will make it so easy for us. Are you ready to move with me? Let's move. Here we have ta'ammal ma yali. Study the following. هذا كتاب, this is a book. كتاب, a book, this is a book. هذا كتاب الله, this is Allah's book. Now Allah is possessing the kitabun, and kitabun here becomes mudafun, and Allah becomes mudafun ilayhi, possessor. So because kitabullahi is being possessed, it dropped one dhamma, making it to now have just one dhamma, having kitabu. Now on this side you have yuhdhafu tanwinu in the idafa. The tanwin, the second diacritical letter sound, is being removed when you are doing possession, which we call al-idafa. Now the second one we see ain al-bintani, where are the two girls or the two daughters, the two girls. Here we have Aina binta Hamidin, where are the two daughters of Hamid. Can you see this? Tuhdhafu nunul muthanna wa nunul jam'il mudhakkar السالم in the idafa. The nun of the dual form of a noun and the nun of the sound masculine plural are removed when you are doing idafa, which is possession. Let's look at the next line and see. Ra'aytu bintaini, I saw two daughters. Here bintaini, it is coming with ya, not with alif again. This is because it is now coming in the maf'ulun bihi case, which makes the word to now carry ya. I know the maf'ulun bihi, the object of a sentence, when it is coming in dual form, what happens? It carries ya. Like the word qalamani, 2 pens. If I want to say katabtu, I wrote with 2 pens, I will say katabtu bi qalamaini, not qalamani again. MashaAllah. Now here we see Ra'aytu bintay Hamidin, I saw the two daughters of Hamid. Bintay Hamidin. Can you see the difference? Now under here we have Ja al-mudarrisuna, the teachers came. So we have Ja al-mudarrisu al-fiqhi, the teachers of fiqh came. So the nun has been removed because fiqh is not possessing the teacher. So the teacher of fiqh teacher, or teacher, sorry. Now we have under here abhathu anil mudarrisina, I'm looking for the teachers. So al mudarrisina here is coming with ya because it is coming as the ismun majrur, and the sign of the majrur, of the jar, is ya. So here we have abhathu an mudarrisi fiqhi, I'm looking for the fiqh teachers. So here the nun is removed. So this is because the nun of muthanna, dual form of a noun, the nun of plural, which is sound plural like muslimuna, mushrikuna, mukafiruna, and the rest, the nun are removed when you are doing idafa, which is possession. Now exercise number 3 says istakhrij min ad-darsi. The lesson, which is lesson 9, you are to go back to the lesson and bring out from it al-asma al-muthannati wal-majmu'a jam'a mudhakkarin saliman. All of this of the dual nouns that we have in the lesson, the passage we read previously, you can see the page on the board. Jam'a mudhakkarin saliman, and also the sound masculine plurals that you can see in the lesson, you are to bring all of them out. Al-mahdhufa nunan lil-idafa. The ones you have to bring out for the dual forms and for the sound masculine plurals are the ones that their nuns have been removed. So this is what you have to do. So when you go back to the lesson 9, you will go through the passage, you read what you read between the Al-Mudarris and Majid and the other students. You will see where those words have been used, so specifically to point them out. Number 4, we have ta'ammalil amthilat al-atiya. Study the following examples. Lil muthanna, that is for the dual nouns. Wajm'a al-mudhakkar salimi, and also the sound masculine plurals. Al-mahdhufatu nunuha, whose nun has been removed lil idafa because of possession, as we have said earlier. Number 1, we have igsil yadayka wa rijlayka. Wash your 2 hands and your 2 legs. The word rijlun, yadun, a hand, yadani, 2 hands, or yadaini, 2 hands. But because you want to do possession to the pronoun ka, the nun is removed. The same thing for rijlain. So that's how we have igsil yadayka wa rijlayka, not rijlaini or yadaini again. Number 2, we have Ibna Aliyin, Ali's 2 sons. Ibna, normally to be Ibnani. So here, Ibna Aliyin, Ali's 2 sons. Fil Jami'ati, in the university. Wa bintahu, and his 2 daughters. So you can see bintani originally, but because hawun is being attached to it, becomes bintahu. Wa bintahu fil madrasati, and his 2 daughters are in school. Number 3, we have Babal Masjidi, the 2 doors of the mosque, originally to be Babani, but now Baba al Masjidi, the 2 doors of the mosque, Maftuhani, are opened. Number 4, we have Qara'tu fi hadhihi al-majallati maqalan an Muslimil Hindi. I read in this magazine a speech by the Indian Muslims. So Muslimi al-Hindi, not Muslimina again, because Hindu is possessing it. So it becomes Indian Muslims, Muslimi al-Hindi, mashallah. Number 5, we have Uridu an abi'a. I want to sell the rojatayya hatain, these 2 bicycles of mine. Not to say my 2 bicycles. So darajataini, 2 bicycles. Darajatayya, my 2 bicycles. MashaAllah. So now we have ma ara ahadan min mudarrisi at-tafsiri. I do not see any of the tafsir teachers. Mudarrisi, the nun is removed. Number 7, we have yadrusu fi hadhihi al-madrasati mi'ata talibin. 200 students are studying in this school. So mi'atani is the 200, that's 200 mi'atani. But here we are doing idafa, it becomes mi'ata talibin, 200 students. Number 8, we have ishtaraitu hadhihi al-arikata. I bought these cushions bimi'atay riyalin, with 200 riyals. I bought it for 200 riyals. Mi'atay riyalin, mashallah. Now we have sabahtu. Can you see? Sahabtu al-yawma alfay riyalan min al-masrifi. I withdraw 2,000 riyals from the bank. So we are seeing alfay instead of alfani or alfayni, it becomes alfay, 200. Alfay riyal, mashallah. Number 10, we have gommadol maridu aina. The sick closed his eyes. Ainayhi, his 2 eyes. Originally it is Ainaini, so but because ha is there, it becomes his eyes, his 2 eyes. Next, number 11, we have Aina abawaka ya Anas. Where are your 2 fathers, O Anas? So abawani, 2 parents. Where are your 2 parents? Abawani, 2 parents, but because we are seeing abawaka, want to possess it, it becomes abawaka without the nun. Lastly, we have قال تعالى في سورة المسد. Allah says in Surah Al-Masad that تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. May the two hands of Abu Lahab perish and may he perish. So Tabbat yada. So yada originally it is yadani, two hands, but because of possession it becomes yada abi lahabi. MashaAllah. Exercise number 5, we have Iqra ma yali. Read the following. ثم اكتبه مع كتابة الأرقام الواردة فيه بالحروف. Then rewrite it by writing the numbers which are shown in figure in their wordings. So write the following numbers from figure to words. They are written in their figures. Convert them to the words. Number 1, we have جاء من الصين هذا العام مئتا حاج. This year 200 pilgrims came from China. So mi'ata, not mi'atani. Number 2, we have uridu mi'atay. So I'm not saying mi'atay again because mi'atay is coming as maf'ul bi. So I will say uridu mi'atay nuskhatin min hadha al-kitab. I need 200 copies from this book. Number 3, we have ishtaraytu hadhihi sa'ata bi mi'atay riyalin. I bought this watch for 200 riyals. Number 4, we have كان عدد الطلاب الهنود بالجامعة مئتان. The numbers of the Indian students in the university are 200 or is 200. Number 5, we have ألف جنيه دفعت ألفين. Is it 1,000 pounds you paid or 2,000? Can you see? Alfain. That's 1,000. Now, number 6, we have Ulida Isa alayhi salam qabla nahwi alfay sanatin. Jesus was given birth to 2,000 years ago. Can you see? 2,000 alfay. Number 7, we have in the alf riyalin wa indaka alfa wa hadha al-alfani wa hadha al-mablag yakfina. I have 1,000 riyals and you have 2,000 and this amount is okay for us. Number 8, we have yadrusu bil jami'ati alfa talibin min duwali Asia. 2,000 students from Asian countries are studying studying at the university. Number 6, as you can see here, we have adif kalimatil ula ila thaniya fi mayali. Here we have two words. We are to make the second word to possess the second. We are to join the two words together by form of possession. An example, we have the word ibnani, two sons. We have hamidun, hamid, it becomes ibna hamidin, hamid's two sons. Next, we have bintani Rashidun. So we see binta Rashidin, two daughters of Rashid. Nafidatani, two windows. Al-ghurfa, room. We say nafidatal ghurfati. That is the two windows of the house. Next, we have banuna and Israel. We say Banu Israel. This is very common, not Banuna, because Ibnun, son, Banuna, two sons, or plenty sons, sorry. So it becomes Banu Israel. Next, we have Baba Nil Madrasa. It becomes Baba Al Madrasati. Next, we have Mudiruna and Madaris. We say Mudirul Madarisi. That is the school's principals. Next, we have yadani, then anta, we have yadaka, your hands. We have abawani, ana, that is abawayya or abawayya, mashallah. Next, we have aynani here, it becomes aynayha or aynaha, mashallah. Number 7, we have ثني الكلمات التي تحتها خط في الجمل الآتية. The following statements you can see, one of the words are being dashed. A dash is placed on that one of the words. The word which has a dash under it, you are to convert it into the dual form. An example, we have Aina ammuka ya Ibrahim. Where is your paternal uncle, O Ibrahim? So it becomes Aina Ammaka Ya Ibrahim. Where are your two paternal uncles, O Ibrahim? Number 2, we have Irfa Yadaka. Raise your hand. It becomes Irfa Yadayka. Raise your two hands. Next, we have Mada Qalat al-mar'atu li bintiha. What did the woman say to his daughter? To her daughter. So you say Mada Qalat al-mar'atu li bintayha. What did the woman said to her daughters? Number 8. Okay, next we have Ghasaltu rijli. I washed my leg. So it becomes Ghasaltu rijlayya. I washed my two legs. Next we have Ahadha tilmidhuk. Is this your pupil? It becomes Ahadhani tilmidhaka. Are these your two pupils? Next we have Khuz risalatak. Take your letter. It becomes Khuz risalateika. Risalateika. Take your two letters. Next we have Ba'a Ukasha to Beita. Ukasha sold his house. It becomes Ba'a Ukasha to Beiteihi. Ukasha sold his two houses. Number 8 we have Hadha Siwaru Stamanuhu Mi'atu Riyalin. This bracelet costs 100 riyals. Number 9 we have A'taitul Ajiro Mi'ata Riyalin. I gave the worker 100 riyal. Number 11 we have Tabahathum Fatimatu Anakhiha. Fatima is looking for her brother. And last we have Mata Abuhu. His father died. So Mata Abuhu. His father died. Now you can see from this lesson how good we have come along. Now we have another exercise which says Adifil Asma al-Atiya ila ya il mutakallim wadbitil ya bishakli. The following nouns you are to do idofa. You are to join them to ya al-mutakallim. What is ya al-mutakallim? That is the ya of the speaker. The first person ya. The ya which the first person uses when he wants to possess. So you have to use it. Then ilman bi anna ya al-mutakallim maftuhatun ma asmi akhirih alifun aw ya al-muhakina. Knowing that this type of ya, the ya that is in the word qalami, my pen, the ya of possession for the first person, such ya, you should know that if the word it will carry fatha at the end of it if it is attached to a noun which have alif at the end of it, or it has sukun. So the word akhawani, two brothers, so to be akhawaya, my two brothers. Do you understand? Ukhtani, to be ukhtaya, my two sisters. Abawani, two parents, to be abawaya, my two parents. Sadiqani, to be sadiqaya, that is my two friends. Zamilani, zamilaya. Yadani, yadaya. Then ainani, ainaya, my two eyes. Number 9 we have adif al-kalimat allati tahtaha khattun ila ya al-mutakallim wadbit al-ya bishakl. You are to attach the words which has a dash under it to ya al-mutakallim. We already know what ya al-mutakallim is, and record the ending. An example, we have the word ghasaltu rijlain. I washed the two legs. So it will be ghasaltu rijlayya. Can you see? So from the word rijlain we have rijlay. When it is attached under here, it becomes rijlayya. Ghammatul aynain. I close the two eyes, to be ghammatul aynani. Ghammatul aynayya. Ghammatul aynayya. That is ghammatul aynayya. I close my two eyes. Next we have da'awtu sadiqayni. I call the two friends to be da'awtu sadiqayya. I call my two friends. Sa'altu zamilayn. Sa'altu zamilayya. I ask my two partners. Rafa'tu liyadayn. Rafa'tu yadayya. I raise my two hands. Al-ustadhani min Misr. The two teachers are from Misr. Do you understand? So you say Ustazayya min Misr. My two teachers are from Egypt. Ayna wajadta daftarayn, to be ayna wajadta daftarayya. What do you say? My two books. Inna al-akhawayni alimani jalilani. It becomes inna akhawayya. My two brothers are two great scholars. Number 9 we have dhahabtu ila makkata ma'a abawayn. I went to Makkah with my two parents, to be ma'a abawayya, with my two parents. Lastly, we have da'a qalamani. The two pens are lost. So it will be da'a qalamaya. Da'a qalamaya. MashaAllah. With this, we come to the end of this lesson, and from here you see that we have come up with a lot of exercises. This is to better your speaking ability and also your writing skills. Until we meet again, make sure you like, share with your friends, and drop comments in the comment section. Do not forget to hit on the link above to subscribe to our membership to get members only perks. Until we meet, assalamu alaikum.